Hello, Acadiana, and welcome to the Veterans Corner. Thank you for inviting us back to your home today. I'm Greg Gagne, a veteran representative, and I'm with the Louisiana Workforce Commission and Acadiana Works. And I'm one of 3 veteran representatives in this area, Mr. Tim Jack out of New Iberia, Mr. Mark Guillory here in Lafayette, and myself out of Opelousas. Now together, we work as a team, and we cover 8 parishes from St. Mary up to Evangeline. Now our mission is to bring the employees and veterans of Acadiana together, and we do this by assisting the employee with various resources such as many job fairs, seminars, workshops, on-the-job training programs, and things of that nature. And after doing all that, we hope that a veteran will be hired. So if you are a veteran, or you know of a veteran, and especially if you are a disabled veteran, give me a call at 948-1377, ask Greg, and we'll make that happen. And at the same time, spread the word around about the Veterans Corner. Now, if you're an employee who wishes to participate on the Veterans Corner, you can also contact me at 948-1377, ask Greg, and we too shall make that happen. Now, we have a special request that to the families of Acadiana, we would like for you to submit a photo of your veteran loved one, and we can do this by sending to ggagne@lwc.la.gov. And what we want to do, we want to honor and recognize them for their valiant service in defending America. So, okay, now on to our guest. For our guest today, we have Mr. David Newman. He is with the PEC company. I'll let him get involved to tell him what he actually does. And we also have Mr. Glenn Colin here, and he's an instructor for ISCS. And he's with both of them are going to let us know, or let the community know just exactly what they do for the community. Now, one of the programs that they offer is battlefields to oil fields. So, all I can say is, gentlemen, you guys got a good program here. Dave, how you doing, my friend?
Pretty good.
Glenn, looking pretty good, my man.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well, look, let's start off with you, David. Just exactly what is PEC and what you guys bring to the table?
Well, PEC's been around for about 20 years, roughly. We've been working with safety in the oil and gas industry. A lot of safety training, housing, a database that keeps up with all that training, and creating matrices and a lot of complex stuff for operators and contractors to kind of communicate their safety levels with each other.
Yeah.
For about the past 12 years, we've had a partnership with South Central Louisiana Technical College, and we've been running a program that's 9 days long with the Workforce Commission in Louisiana, and we've been putting guys through that program and helping them find jobs. So this is something we're been doing for a while. We have the experience, and now, as of most recently, we've created this 5-week training program to help veterans seek employment in the oil and gas industry. I went through and I had a lot of issue myself when I got out with finding a stable job that I could support my family under. And so I was given the opportunity to have some insight and help them kind of shape this program to really help these guys get the training they need and then go out and get jobs and be able to live the life that veterans should be able to live.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And I also know that it's not just here. Well, I know you're out of Houma, Mandeville, but how many different places?
Well, we have
different locations.
We have PEC certified instructors nationwide.
Okay.
However, we're running this program specifically out of Morgan City right now.
Okay.
And we're looking at moving it nationwide in the future.
Yeah.
We're working towards that, and we don't want to take on too much at one time. We want to make sure that if we say we got 20 veterans, we get 20 veterans jobs. We don't want to take 80 veterans in and get 20 veterans jobs. We want to make sure we
That's
have
fantastic. You more or less really want to guarantee the veteran that if he walks in this door there, when he walks out, there's a good chance he will have a job.
Absolutely. We give them the tools they need for success. They just have to utilize those tools. We have a career counselor, Sandra Tollison. She helps them build their resume. She does aptitude testing with them. She does IQ testing and really kind of figures out, a lot of these guys have no idea what the oil and gas industry even is. They just think of some big brother guy.
Think of offshore, really.
Yeah,
That's all
I mean,
is
they don't understand that there's supply boats that go bring stuff out to the rigs. There's the piping, casing. There's so many different aspects going on. Kind of like you have all these different functioning parts like in the military.
Yeah.
And they don't grasp that. Again, it's that offshore concept that they see. So she helps them find out what they're good at, what they've done in the military, and compare that to what there is out there to get that transition.
I know, like, I was just reading your brochure when I mentioned it on TV on Channel 3, that the battlefield to oil fields, more or less, in this 5-week training program, you offer them over 50 training and certifications.
Yeah.
Usually most guys don't even have 5.
Yeah.
But here you are offering 50 or more, So, and looking at the different types of training and certifications you have, I'm just amazed at what you're really offering. I mean, getting involved even with the national, what is it?
National Safety Committee.
National Safety Committee. Homeland Security.
Yeah.
You're involved with that. I mean, so I'm saying there's a lot of information that you guys bring to the table for the average veteran out there who want to take advantage of this. And of course, we're talking about offshore. Let's say we're talking about certification in the oil and gas industry. It's not just offshore. I mean, you got land, gas, and oil all over the place. Yeah. So it's not. So once you have it here, you may not strictly want to go offshore, but like my next door neighbor, I mean, he was going 30 days going to Wyoming, back and forth. So I mean, it's not just offshore 7 to 7, 14, 14, or they have to go international, go do 30, 30, Although my friend has a passport and talk 5 languages and stuff like that. But what you guys bring to the table is fantastic. I mean, I couldn't afford to pass this up at all, And especially when I got involved with Glenn here, and since he's one of the instructors, whenever you were in front of a class, what's the largest class that you get involved with?
Well, we try to keep the student-teacher ratio to about 12 to 15, depending on the subject.
Okay.
And the class that with the battlefield to all field, like David was talking about, we started with that pilot course, and that's why we did it in the Morgan City area, because that's where we had a majority of our resources. So we still in the infant stages, but it gives us an opportunity to coordinate, with the post-GI Bill and GI Bill, know how to interlock both of them to where when the veteran does come, because they don't have the education they need and how to do it, we can attach them to someone that'll walk them through the process.
Okay.
So it's we look, like David said, we're nationwide. We look to expand, but we want to make sure we build a good foundation, and that's what we're doing now. Part of the foundation is the awareness level, and that's why we really appreciate you coming out here and giving us the opportunity to spread the word.
Well, when it comes about spreading the word, when it gets involved with veterans, I'm up for anything,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go across the line for being illegal, but I do cause some controversy every now and then.
There you go.
But as far as for you guys, from what I know, since I did make that one presentation just this past Tuesday, that I've gotten several calls and they want to get involved. And one guy said, well, look, I'm not post-11. I said, well, I don't know about using the GI Bill, but maybe you can still go through it. So I am getting a response, okay? And especially one of them said, yeah, you also worked offshore. I said, yeah, I did, So it's letting them know, just because you are in a Pacific area, you can always change careers. I mean, this is just something that's new that's coming out with you guys. And for young veterans, the oil industry is a very good place to establish a career.
Absolutely. And they're going to move up a lot faster than anywhere else, because about 50% of the people who are currently working in that in the oil and gas industry, their time is coming, and they're getting ready to get out. And they're tired of doing it. They've been doing it for 15, 20, 30 years.
They're looking for a change of pace.
Exactly, and just like in the military, we do 20 years, we get out. So it's you know,
You have
providing them that opportunity to be able to excel as they put their efforts forward.
Yeah, I like the way you said that, you know. I'm in that age bracket where I'm leaving. So I gotta replace me, you know, some kind of way. But all I can tell people is that it's the way things are going in our society today, it's getting a little bit more difficult to say, I'm gonna stop working when I'm 65 or 66. You're out there hustling every day now, you know, regardless of what age.
Yeah.
And especially for young veterans getting out of the military. A lot of them don't have any direction upon what it is they want to do, or they may say they want to go to school, but do they have the background to get into college? And because usually a lot of them, after about the second semester, they kind of drop out because the curriculum is really hard as far as they're concerned, but they're not into that training, that type of training. But in the military, you can actually develop a good career with enough experience. And whenever you do decide to get out, you can come out and an employer is willing to look at you because you know, or rather they know that you are disciplined, you have taken orders, and in some cases you have given orders. So I mean, you're much more apt to get employed with an employer, okay? But I'll tell you what though, this will end this first segment, and we'll be right back for an additional segment. Thank you. We're back, and for this segment, I'd like to talk with Glenn here. He's going to share information about the various certifications and training that is offered here, and he's one of the instructors, and he's going to give us some insight as how the program works as far as the classes are concerned. And take it away, Glenn.
Well, thanks a lot, Greg. I'm both, I work for ISCS, which is the International Safety and Consulting Services, but also I'm a PEC instructor too. So I teach here in Lafayette all the compliance training for the oil and gas companies, but also I go down to Morgan City and assist in teaching the battlefield to all fields. And tell you the truth, I love it because it gives me back that good feeling of, you know, giving back because I was there. In 2004 when I retired from the Army, I had 3 kids in college and didn't know how what jobs they had for a 20-year-old veteran from the infantry. It made it very difficult. And that's why my loyalty to PEC was they were very attracted from my background in being a veteran.
Mhm.
Now, working here in ISCS, you know, we usually have classes 5 days a week. We got a variety of training and certifications from H2S, hazmat identification, first aid, CPR, hearing conservation. There's over 50 different compliance training that we do here. A majority of my students that I get, as the days and weeks go on, I continue to get more veterans in here. And to tell you, before they even mention it, I can tell by just their participation in class who the veterans are because of their diversity level and their knowledge. And I just want to, you know, let the veterans know out there that don't think that you coming out here without the experience and knowledge you need. You have more than enough experience, the technical portions. That's why I'm here. I'm going to guide you into what you need to know to be successful out there in the oil and gas industry.
Well, I tell you what, I know when I was working offshore, they had me doing everything. Of course, I was working for one of the major oil companies on a production rig. And since I was in charge of the entire platform, we covered, one person did the whole thing, from the 3,200 horsepower compressor, gas compressor, to processing vessels, glycol units, the waste management, you name it, the sump.
Yeah.
You know, and I also did fire watch. It may be the least of all, but I mean, it's important because being offshore is like even being on land here, is that if for some reason a fire, say for instance, does break out, you got to have a place to stand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I learned that offshore because let's face it, you don't want to jump in the water. Not if that's the last option, you know.
You're correct.
But what you guys bring to the table, especially you, Glenn, I mean, you have enough knowledge here that you teach all of these courses.
Yes, sir.
So you got people out here that need this information and who really want to make something happen in their life, to make their life different, and might make a lifestyle change even for their family by being able to create income to where they can live. Okay, of all of these certifications, besides the Twix card, you guys assist them. I know you assist with that. When you say assist, what does that mean? Assist? How do you?
When they get to the training in day one, we help them apply for it, and then they, you know, I want to say it's about a 2-3 week process,
Yes.
roughly.
Yes.
And so, you know, while they're in training, all that paperwork's going, and it's getting pushed, and then by the end of training, they'll either be approved or denied. And if they're approved, we pay for it. It's no cost to the veteran. We take care of that. And, you know, obviously if they're denied, then they have some other issues they need to take care of.
Yeah, because a lot of times, of course, when they're doing this, they do pull background checks because
Yes.
this involves Homeland Security too. So,
Yes.
you know, so, but as far as I do know, to get involved with the program here, that you guys also do an assessment on them, where you check them out as well, because you just don't get into the system, get into the program. You have to go through an assessment or an interview of some nature to see if you qualify to even come in here. And especially, you have to have an honorable discharge to start with.
Absolutely.
Anything less than that, I don't think is going to happen.
No, otherwise they won't be eligible for the education benefits. And, you know, and that even aside, we want to put people in the program who really want this and really are going to go out and represent the veteran body
Okay.
as a whole.
Yes.
So, you know, we want to help people who are going to help make a name and, you know, support their other veterans. So when they go to a Schlumberger or a Setco, they see that they're getting quality people out of this program and they're not having issues and the attrition rate and all that. And so we do a little bit of pre-screening, we talk with the guys, we make sure if they've had any injuries, we get their, medical records and everything. So we want to make sure it's a right fit for the veteran as well as it is, for the program. We want to be able to help these guys.
Well, going to that extent, you are really fitting the vet to the company.
And that's our goal. That's our goal is to, take care of the veteran. David and them do a fantastic job doing the initial interviews to make sure that, hey, this is what's out there for you. Here's the advantages of it. Also, they'll tell you, here's some of the sacrifices you might have to make. Yes, it's 5 weeks of training, but look what you get for it.
Absolutely.
Once they get in class, we're not trying to sell them a product. We're trying to build them up to be able to go out and be very efficient out there. When they go out there to the companies, that's where we look at, that's our product. We want to be proud of our product. We're not just going to bring a product that we don't think that the services can use. So when we're out there, we'll do assessments, and it's not to make them feel good. It's kind of like what veterans do. We'll tell them where they stand, where they need to go, and sometimes it's going to be that tough love and say this is how the oil and gas industry is. So it's not like we trying to make it look pretty and it's not reality.
Well, in essence, you're getting them job ready.
That's right.
And that's what one of my jobs as well, to get the veteran job ready. And you guys take it one step further by giving them training and certification, okay? Well, for myself, I try to help them with the resumes, with interview techniques and mock interviews and things of this nature, preparing them. Because a lot of the veterans and non-veterans as well doesn't realize that nowadays, because of technology, things have changed. And in changing, you have to change. If you don't change, you're going to get left behind, or you're going to be like a steamroller and get rolled right over, and then you're wondering what happened to you, okay? But for the veteran, we have a little advantage, but if we don't take advantage of it, what good is it, okay? And when I usually do some speaking engagement that I go to, I usually start off with, why do we need change? And many times it's about survival. So we need to start change, the change process, and which might mean getting rid of some old memories, habits, traditions, whatever you want to call it. And then if that actually happens, then we get involved with the possibility of freeing ourselves from past burdens, therefore looking upon the future, take advantage of the present and the future with optimism. That there's always possibilities out there. And I'm finding though that a lot of the veterans come to me, they're not very optimistic, because the way the economy is going, you can say the economy is good right now, it's not that good, But I do know one thing, that you guys do a great service to the community. And I hate to stop this, but this would be another segment that's on the verge of ending. I want to thank David and also Glenn for being a part of the Veterans Corner. And I know they will be back with us, because I want to push this as much as possible. So, David, my friend, thank you for coming on board.
Thank you for having
Glenn,
us.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
going to see you soon, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
So, just have a good day. Bye-bye. Now this ends the show. What I'd like to do is thank the Louisiana Workforce Commission, Acadiana Works, and the ALC staff for allowing us the opportunity to present the Veterans Corner to you at this time. So have a good day, and God bless.